Hi folks, this is Captain Jumpin' John, and I am out here at Grapevine Lake, and it's July, and it's almost the end of July. It's July 29th, and I have not caught a fish yet this month. So I just got out of church, and I wanted to come up here and try to catch fish, but I wanted to catch a different type of fish and show you how I go about catching what I call carp. I am gonna go and try to catch a carp out here at Lake Grapevine, out that direction. And what I use, and here's a product placement, I use Wheaties, amen? The breakfast of champions. And I also use Big Red, which is actually red cream soda. It's cream soda with a red dye, and it's called Big Red. And what I do is I open up the box here, and this is how I make carp bait. Someone told me about this several years ago. You go get Wheaties, and you just open up the bag, and I got a bucket here. I pour the whole contents of the bag into the bucket here, okay? I keep the bag because after a little while, sorry, there is a wasp or a hornet or something. I keep the bag, put it back in the box, and set this aside for right now. And then I just start grinding up the flakes of these Wheaties, and you want to turn it into a powder. You don't want there to be flakes like you see. You just you dig down there and you do what I'm doing here, just try to turn it into a powder. Someone told me this is how you make carp bait, and I used it once. I used it out at Denton Creek, which is on the opposite end of this lake, off at 377, and I actually caught a huge, probably about 8 to 10 pound carp out there. I don't eat carp. I just like to catch them. They're kind of fun to catch because they're really strong. And it's quite fun. I know a lot of people overseas like to catch carp, and if you're watching this overseas, especially those that are on the Worldwide Fishing Club that I'm on, social network, Worldwide Fishing Club social network, that's what it's called. You can use this and it works great if y'all have Wheaties in your country and Big Red. So I'm almost to the consistency that I'd like to have this. In a minute I'll put it up, I'll bring it up close to the camera so you can see the consistency of it. But you want it about that consistency, okay? And what you do, once you got it at that consistency, you take the whole can of Big Red and you pour the whole can of Big Red in there, like so. Wow! And it takes a little bit, you have to put your hands in there. It's really sticky, but again, it works great catching carp. And you just keep acting like you're grinding those flakes up. And you have to get it to a certain consistency, because as soon as it's consistent enough to get on a hook, you want to use a treble hook, by the way. But and it has to be sticky enough so that it sticks on the, when you cast, it has to be consistent enough so that when you cast out there, and I like to fish on the bottom for carp, so but once you get it to the consistency that you would like, and it needs to be pretty sticky, so you can roll it up in a ball, and I'll bring it up here so you can see what it looks up like close. That's what it looks like, and it's ready. So there you have it, folks. That's what my carp bait, my homemade carp bait, looks like. It's made out of, again, Wheaties and Big Red. So I'm going to turn off the camera now that you've seen how you make carp bait. I'm going to turn it off, and we're going to go out, and we're going to go out this way and see if I can catch a carp before I have to leave. So we'll see you in a minute.